How are you? Yes, I am. How you doing? Oh my gosh. It's usually some ungodly hour of the morning where I'm just getting up and you're probably just getting ready to go to bed when I roll up in that chat. Oh my, there are some interesting guests you have on panel between 4 and 7 a.m. Oh, Monroe, how are you? Catherine, it's nice to see you. All right, y'all. Hey, Mike Stevens, London girl, how you doing? Y'all. Well, I had something planned, and my God, it is so weird how things work. Truly. 5 minutes before I push that button that says go live, I had a phone call that had nothing to do about what I was going to do. But what was discussed in that phone call has made me say, oh, well, put a pause on that thought for more than one reason. But don't worry, we'll have something to talk. Oh, we've got other shit to talk about. Hey, Queen Ashley, how are you, girl? Crazy Nurse, how you doing? Ashley, I am so sorry the other day when you did your live. Girl, I've been dealing with some family drama for about... What the hell was that? I swear I silenced. I've been dealing with some, oh my God, you guys know, holidays. Listen, weddings, funerals, and holidays bring out not only the very best in some people, but sometimes the very worst. And there's just been a lot of family bullshit stuff. Nothing major, just little piddly things, but it's a game of telephone. You know how that goes. It's like you talk to this one, and then this one tells that one, and then that one calls and says, I just got off the phone with blah, 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 and it's like, ugh. So, Queen Ashley, you had been live for, I don't know. I honest to God had just let my finger off the button that says enter to leave a comment in the chat when, and I was like, and it was one of these things where the person calling me has a schedule that's not as, let's just say not as open as mine. So when that family member calls, you kind of got to take it. Do you guys like my shirt? This is one of my favorite shirts that I own of all time. This is only the second time I've ever worn it. I had to go on a damn quest to find this shirt. It is, it's blue silk and it's all, can you see? There's standard poodles and then, ouch, oh, damn it. Ant bite, shit. I just came in from taking the dog for a walk and, oh, there's a little ant crawling on me. So yeah, standard poodle. What I'm assuming is a Bichon, which is why I bought it, because I have a Bichon. So one of my favorite shirts. And I thought, you know what? I thought I would save it for doing a video, and then I realized, no, screw that, because you can't, it's too far back there. You can't see this cute graphic. Yes, I am. I need help. I need to, okay, so the intro, you guys, hold on. I don't remember where I put it. I've been moving stuff around. I wanted to use my bomb intro that Menace to Sobriety made for me, and I actually figured out how to do it after Jenny Jen told me. So I'm all ready to do it. I'm thinking, oh, hell yeah, we're cooking with grease now. Yeah, no, not so much, because the maximum, is it megabytes? I'm not sure, but whatever the maximum number is for the file, it's 200. That intro is 241, I believe. And I'm doing everything I can to not have to impose on the exceedingly kind and generous Menace to Sobriety and say, oh, hi, I'm like a blonde who is also computer illiterate for the most part. Do you think you could like maybe just compress that file and make it a little smaller for me? I'm sure somebody. Yes, yes, I am. Yes. Hey, Liza, how you doing? Oh, Queen Ashley, go to the other channel. I'm sorry. I usually try and remember to say this at the beginning of each live, and I usually forget. I stream simultaneously from Crimes and Fashion and Fashionistas, Felons, and Fruit Loops. Ashley, whatever chat you are in, go to the other one, and you'll see anybody who's in that one, because they don't. I can see everybody that's in both in one chat, but the chats don't merge. Okay. So yes, file size is exceeded. I am. Do you know how to compress said file and make it to where it will not be exceeded? What do I do? Because oh my God, I don't know how to do any of this shit. So there's that. I'm determined. If all else fails, I will reach out and but Menace to Sobriety told me when they were kind enough to send the MP4 to me in an email that he is not familiar. He doesn't use StreamYard. So he said, unfortunately, I can't help you with StreamYard. So now I know where to put it. It's just too large. So this I am. If you can help me with that, I will email it to you. Of course, you're going to have to give me your email again. You guys, I'm terrible about writing shit down on little sticky notes and, stationery, paper towels, paper plates. I've been known to use any and everything to, when brilliant thoughts. Did y'all see the list? If not, we'll watch it as a class. So this I am. Do you know how to fix it so it'll work? Illusion reality. Oh, illusion. What's the 420 stand for? Is that your area code? I think not. Oh yes, you London girl, absolutely. Paper plates, and not just any old paper plate, but one time I meant to bring the one in here that I knew that. Damn, let me tell you something. Back in my day, I smoked acres of pot, okay? Granted, it certainly was not of the quality that the children these days have. No, the ditch weed of my time, had a lot of stems and seeds, we'll just say. I am. Are you kidding me? I told somebody in a chat the other day, I said, you have not lived. If you had not made a pipe for smoking said plants out of a Tampax and the foil wrapper from the inside of a Marlboro box. Yeah, I may or may not have been kind of like a MacGyver back in my day. Necessity is the mother of invention. Oh, Alabama. How are you? Barry does. How you doing? So, but back to the paper plates, London girl. Yes. One day I had not a big, 8-inch size paper plate. I had the little one that you would serve, cheese and crackers on, hors d'oeuvres. And I wrote, oh God, pen down, bit down. So I wrote all the way across the diameter of the paper plate, ran out of that, turned it over, did the same thing on the back. And then I had to start going around the paper plate. Another self-tanning accident. This time it's just the hands. We did correct the arm situation. Okay, so. Oh God, I am make me throw up in my mouth. What? So did y'all? Is there anyone in the chat who didn't see the video? But I hate to waste the other kids' time in the chat if they didn't see it. I love a list. So, nothing makes me happier than when some dumbass comes out with a list and, ooh, I think, well, my list beats your list ass, okay? Yep, I love me a list. A list which I unfortunately do not have. Why, you ask? Well, because I was going to do something, and in 5 minutes' time, I have had to pivot. I'm gonna pull the proverbial rabbit out of my hat. A list of lists. Yeah. Hey, Krabby, how you doing? If you haven't had a chance to watch the list, well, please do. I tell you guys that if I laugh at myself, being myself, that is indicative of at least one thing, probably many more. But the one I'm looking for is if I make myself laugh, then it's funny. Okay. So, do y'all want to know what the big thing is? Well, no, I'm going to do the thumbnail for it as soon as I'm done here. I promise. And you'll know. Tomorrow, let's just say there's a collab coming tomorrow. Well, so the Devil's down in Georgia. That would be who? No, not behoove. That would be Betty. Oh, I think this would be a good opportunity, a good place for me to read a community post from my good friend, Miss Savage Live, who I love so much. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Where is she? Oh, let me just do it a different way. Just in case there's anyone in the class who hasn't seen it. It's just a post on her community page that reads from one day ago, and it says, Bullhorn Betty, you were not hard to find. Does the family know you're coming to make money off their tragedy? Does the activist group that's been down there for Trent know you are coming for a money grift and grab? Don't worry. They know now. Oh, I love that. I do. And I can tell you this, had Savage not already done it, and who knows how many others as well. Bye, Krabby. Thanks for coming by. Liza, you think that those left unnamed, which was basically everybody except the dumbass who's the Veda Potato Lady, she was definitely the one that inspired the people those who bear little to no resemblance to their avatar / profile picture. I'm sorry that truth hurts. Take it like a man, if that's what you are. And oh God, those are song lyrics, okay? Don't get hysterical. You appear to be a youngin', so. not seen that post from Savage, I had every intention. My goodness, I could have sworn that I silenced my phone, but apparently I did not. I did. You know what? That is so weird. I don't know why that happens. I silenced my phone, but then my watch, yeah, my phone's on silent. My watch will ring. I guess I need to do that manually in the settings. So yes, if Savage had not made that post, I had every intention of making an upload, a video, and it would have been serious in nature, by which I mean I wouldn't be, you know what I mean. And it was going to be a public service announcement directly to the people of that town in Georgia. Liza, oh, I agree. I don't think Anna Wintour is anywhere near as demonic / mean as old Betty. Oh, Mike, this might not be the one for you, my friend. I know. I only know the very basics of that case. I could not tell you what city it's in. I don't know what county that city is residing in. I know his name is Trent. Is it Trent or Trenton Lautner? You know why? Because I'm not traveling down there to enrich myself off of someone else's tragic misfortune. I did see that our favorite oh Betty, my god damn girl, you know, Betty is, I'm still trying to work out in my own mind whether we have a combination of things going wrong here, whether this is, I mean, I think in my YouTube doctor opinion, and by the way, I am not a doctor. I just, occasionally play one on YouTube. My YouTube doctor hat tells me, and well, I was going to say, I couldn't tell you the insurance code numbers that are used when billing the insurance company for said conditions. But that bitch, I'm sure, doesn't have insurance. And if she does, it's state provided and I'm paying for it along with you. Of course, I have to pay for my own insurance policy, which, I promise you costs more than Betty's mortgage does every month. But while I may not be able to tell you the codes of said disorders, well, I can take wild guesses. Oppositional defiant disorder comes to mind. She's definitely one of the most obstinate persons I've ever had the misfortune of sharing atmosphere with, even, or bandwidth. That's probably a better one. Maybe with the side of delusion, self-aggrandizing. All of that is to say, when I saw her, and listen, I've only seen a few minutes of it out in front of the police station. I guess, I don't know if it's sheriff or police. How many times, Betty, for the love of God and all that is holy, could you please get some fucking frizzies? Oh my God. What the fuck? I mean, oh my, hello, please, someone. I need somebody to explain to me what the hell is that, like, pink traffic vest looking thing, like either someone who's working construction out in the road, or a school crossing guard, I believe is what the Glairer called it. Now I'm going to give her, semi-high marks from the American judge for wearing pink. Oh, we got a low bar here. The threshold for compliments is very low. But has that vest become her new like decor? I mean, there's mine back there. That lovely flower arrangement that I picked those up yesterday. Gerber daisies are beautiful right now. My goodness. And so many gorgeous colors. Yeah. Like I get anxiety if I look back and say, oh my God, some of those flowers are dead and their poor little necks are bent over in sorrow. Yeah, and Betty's using if it was a fucking Chanel vest for what? Let me tell you how much of her insanity I heard standing out in front of that, she called it headquarters. No, like, Betty needs to be in front of the headquarters for the fucking mothership. Like, this is headquarters for Mothership Central. We're looking for all of those that were accidentally left behind. Please make your way to the mothership now so we can get you the hell out of Dodge before the nice people of Earth deal with you. I mean, oh my God, I have no words. Seriously. I mean, I know I just gave you a few, but it's me, Amberly. Oh, hey girl. I looked at that. At first I thought it said it's me assembly. And I'm like, oh God, I am terrible at assembly. Oh, well, I'm glad. Girl, every time you see that pink vest, I want you to think of me in here screaming like a lunatic. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wear pink lipstick. Betty wears pink traffic cones that have been repurposed into... No, we're not even going there. I've never seen a pink traffic cone. I mean, what in the hell? What is wrong with her? Yes, that's rhetorical, but if you have a thought that I have not voraciously expressed in the last, 6 months, please, by all means, hit me with it. Oh, Betty has a problem with wealthy people today. Well, that's because she knows that's the one thing nobody's ever going to accuse her of. And the only way she will be wealthy, well, there's a couple scenarios. Number one, when she's getting her, what I'm assuming she probably drinks, either a bucket full of Mountain Dew with a straw stuck in it every day. I'm sorry, her coffee. When she goes to buy her coffee at, maybe the dollar menu at McDonald's, although no, they wouldn't have, they don't have scratch offs at McDonald's. So whatever convenience store Betty goes to, when she's getting her scratch off tickets, I call that never mind. No, never mind. I was going to say so. Oh, remember we talked about the speed bumps? The speed bump between here and here that, some of the smarter folks have. It keeps you from, it makes you think before just vomiting words. I don't always succeed, but I try. Hey, Constance, how you doing? 1, 2, 3. Rebecca's, how you doing? Funding girl, you're right. I've never seen her carry a handbag either, but hey, Brenda, but if she did, what do we think it would look like? Well, you know that ugly effing hat she wears? It's pink, and I probably pink and black, like a trucker hat, and it says sassy, and it's got plastic wannabe crystals stuck on it. These are Swarovski crystals. Betty's version of this, they're plastic, they're acrylic. They don't sparkle. Well, they might sparkle if they're like in a football stadium with those, big gigantic floodlights or Klieg lights. Okay, maybe. But short of that, no. So if she did, Clancy Woodard, hi, welcome. If she did, that hat, well, that would be the same kind of handbag she carried. Yep. Do you remember, y'all, like probably 20 years ago when there was a big, now please don't take this the wrong way if you shop there, because I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just insulting Betty right now. And, if you happen to share the same tragic fashion and or accessory sense, well, I'm sorry, and I can help you. I cannot help Betty. I've tried many times. If she was a smart Betty, listen, bitch, if you were even as, oh my God, if you even had 2 of the IQ points that you seem to think you possess, well, you would use them and you'd take some of my advice. My God, Betty, it's not like you have to come in here and fall at my feet in thanks. No. But, you could listen and nobody would have to know. Yeah. So what if Betty did carry a handbag? Oh, I see Betty as a fanny pack. Yes, I am. I swear to you, I just looked up and saw that. I'm not copying you. Yeah, fanny pack. Absolutely. Fanny pack all day long. Now listen, the fanny pack, it comes in, it comes out. It goes in, it comes out. Listen, I'm an old woman. I remember when it had its birth, and now I've seen its rebirth, its reinvention. I think it came in again and it's already left, but in like line out like lamb, it'll be back. Don't you worry, Betty. But Clancy, I agree. Oh God, oh my God. But there is no helping her. Only for the fact that she's too much of an asshole to admit that she needs help. And listen, Betty, it's your non-existent love life, not mine. So go ahead, just keep ignoring people who know more than you on, well, I know more than you on everything, but definitely on this, that's my wheelhouse. And I don't know, I don't think anybody's ever accused me of buying my clothing and or accessories at a gas station or the Cracker Barrel gift shop. So you're lost, Betty. Back to my original thought of shit, I don't know. Clancy, you're a new person here, I believe. So just here's just a little helpful hint. Hey, SoFlo, how you doing? I'm old. I forget what I'm talking about, sometimes midstream, which is why I usually have copious notes. I don't have the note. Well, even if I had the notes, we still do this. And by this, I mean, you're going to have to take this, you're going to have to look at this ride as we're getting in the car, we're going to get on the interstate, we're going to, well, we'll use one of my happy places. We're going to the mall. And, well, I get distracted by a Starbucks I see and, got to make a U-turn. And then we leave the Starbucks and chances are I maybe turn the wrong way out of the parking lot. So then we got to flip another U-turn. And then we're coming down the opposite side of the road to get back to the first side of the road, and on it goes. So this happens. But my thought about my opining on if Betty was like, 98% of women who carry a handbag of some form, well, my guess would be that it came from the store Buckle about 20 years ago. It's no doubt plastic. Whatever she carries, it is comprised of entirely man-made materials. And my guess would be that while she has absolutely no fashion sense, no fashion game, no accessory game, the one thing I do see with her is whatever it is she's wearing, she finds a way to work some kind of plastic, not plastic, crystal on it. And oftentimes some kind of very stupid, oxymoronic statement, because it'll be Betty wearing it and it'll say something like sassy and cute. No. She needs the one that says asshole, loudmouth, and appearance challenged. That's what she should wear. So yeah. So she's got a problem with rich people. Oh yes, I was saying the only way that Betty is ever going to understand anything about wealthy people is if when she's getting her bucket of Mountain Dew or Red Bull or whatever that bitch drinks, and she gets a scratch off ticket and she wins an instant million. Which I'm sure her Home Depot credit card, they would love for her to win the scratch off, then they could get paid. So yeah, there's that way. There's the good old fashioned way, inheriting it. Something tells me that won't happen. And well, then another tried and true method, she could marry it. I'd say the chances of inheritance are probably higher. Okay, so, well, my goodness, look at that. I've managed to just talk nonstop for 32 minutes, and I haven't even gotten to the well, we don't really have an agenda this afternoon. The agenda got scrapped. Who doesn't like Betty? Me? Oh, I don't like Betty. I'm just looking at Monroe's comment. Why didn't MGL gift BHB a handbag or Sonny's? Oh, or you must be from across the pond. I know that because do you call M&M's Smarties? Do you call French fries crisps or chips? No, French fries are chips. Potato chips are crisps. Crisps. But Tuesday, to answer your question, well, let's think about this. Anybody who's even a little bit familiar with MGL, well, I want y'all to think back to, when she got Dawn and Candace Wells fired, when she helped get Dawn and Candace Wells fired. Do we remember that beat to shit Louis Vuitton Murakami print Speedy bag that she was carrying? Now, don't get excited. I ain't hating on the 20-year-old Louis bag. And yes, that is about when that, well, let me see. Let me think about this. Without actually going and looking and just using my little, my fashion archive up here, I'm going to say that the Louis Vuitton collab. Oh, look, even designers collab. Except there's actual. Never mind. I can remember when they did that, and I'm gonna guess that it was, let's say, 15, I'd say between 15 and 18 years ago was, oh, well, duh. It's not like I don't have a phone sitting here where I could do that. Let's see. We're just going to ask this little Miss Siri. Oh, hell, I have her muted though. Okay, but that doesn't mean I can't ask her. Hey, Siri, what year did Louis Vuitton collaborate with Murakami? 2003. Well, look at that, folks. I was damn close. Okay. Hi, B10. How are you? Yeah, so the reason that Molly didn't give Betty a bag or a pair of sunglasses is, well, this is just my guess. And please, if you own this bag, actually, what I would say to you, if you own this bag and it is in any condition that is better than Molly Golightly's was, I mean, that thing looked like the friggin' handle was being, holding on to two little threads and a safety pin on the inside that you couldn't see. So if you have said bag, I would actually suggest you never get rid of it, because people who are collectors, although that particular multicolored Murakami print in the Speedy bag, the Speedy is that's one of the styles that they will never get rid of. I believe it's one of their top sellers. The Neverfull might be the first top seller, but the Speedy is always up there. So if you own that bag, I would suggest never getting rid of it, unless, of course, it's in the condition that Molly's is in. And that, what I'm saying is, collectors, absolutely, they keep bags like that because you never know. Well, just reference back to the word collectors. Collectors are not the same thing as users or carriers. That bag of Molly's was, it was well loved, we'll just say. And to be carrying a bag of that age in that condition, when you want all of the, the internet to know what a baller you think you are, well, that tells me that smoke and mirrors. I don't know that for a fact, nor do I give a shit. But, I'm just one of these people. I try and be very logical. I try and take my old lady catalog of, 53 years on Earth and, just put 2 and 2 together to come up with 6. And I mean, that's just how I see it. So I guess in a very long answer to your question, Tuesday, well, she didn't gift her a handbag because my guess would be, despite her wanting you to think that she's got a closet that, one moment, please. Class, hold on a minute. I'm going to have to do this. You won't be sorry, trust me. Okay, let's see here. And I'm only going to play a minute of this. Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. Una momento, please. Oh, okay. Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, imagine this. We are in luck, folks, because this lovely lady, okay, hold on. I'm going to make this full screen. All right, wait a minute. Okay, let's just take whoop, wait a minute. I just want to make sure. Okay.
Singapore is the extravagant closet of Jamie Chua. She's a famous Singaporean socialite and an entrepreneur with her own skincare line. She has a 700 square foot closet with a collection of over 200 Hermes bags.
Woo! That is a closet, my friends. Oh, you know what?
And this is
I wanted to mute it because I don't know. I'm not sure what that music is playing in there. Oh, Texas Tiffany. Yes, ma'am, it is. Are you telling me you don't think this is Molly Golightly's closet? You want a closet? This bitch knows where to tell you to look at a closet, okay? And I promise you, this bitch right here, she is not carrying a 20-year-old beat to shit Louis Vuitton Murakami Speedy. Oh, look at that. My God. This woman is married to, oh shit, who is it? I don't know, but this is maybe I'll look it up. This right here, I believe, is like a little Cinderella story. Because I do believe that they met on a Singapore. Wait a minute, is that it? I think he owns Singapore Air. I'm not sure, but she, if I remember correctly, she was a flight attendant and met him. Ooh, God. Yes, I mean, come on. Don't you think Molly's got 12 of those in her closet? Okay, so I'm going to our friends that, maybe are not such big fans of the fashion. Oh my, listen, if y'all are, just I am, can you put that, do y'all know how to put that in the chat? It's Jamie Chua, Chua. That's a closet, okay? And yeah. Oh my God, Texas Tiffany, oh my God, the Airbnb tour. Oh yes, those were gorgeous, weren't they? Emily, who's Emily? Yeah, listen, I don't know about MGL, but this bitch named Emily, she and her husband. Hey Saucy, how you doing? Yeah, those, at $35 a night, is that what I saw? I'm pretty sure Kensington Avenue is probably just a few blocks up. And if you don't know Kensington Avenue, that's Philadelphia, I believe. Yes, it's Philly. Bad. Yeah, those Airbnb pictures, I have seen more stylish fucking boys' dorm rooms. Okay, and I get it. Well, I don't know. Some people think it's that one or more of her family members actually lives in those places. If you do, I'm sorry. I mean, one of the funniest things that stuck out to me was the listing that says, oh, something about snacks. I expected to see like a 7-Eleven candy aisle. What do you think it was? No, it was more like the fucking commissary from prison. It was, a case of cup of noodle. Oh my God, lucky you. See what See what luxury you get for $34.99 a night? These people are absolutely ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Oh, and speaking of her, well, wait a minute. We got to finish up with bitch hole. Betty's standing in front of what she was calling the headquarters with her hair. I mean, listen, this is how you know, one of the many ways, but this is one of the many ways you know that she is not a serious person and she is not to be taken seriously. And she damn sure is not. I'm sorry, if you cannot pronounce the word advocate, you are not one, okay? Advocate, as I have told her 87,429 times, along with behoove, advocate has a D in it. It's an advocate. It's not a fucking advocate. An advocate, what is an advocate? Is that an extremely Scottish person saying, I have a kit? Advocate? An Irish person, maybe? Where's Morning Glory? I need to ask him. Yeah, Saucy. Okay, listen, here's the thing. I understand the fact. We're all aware of why that hair looks like that, okay? It looks like the shit I take out of the lint trap in my dryer. It looks like brittle cotton candy. We know why it looks like that. Because she's a cheap bitch. And instead of going to, I don't know, the damn beauty school would be better. She'd be better served by going to the beauty school. Or I don't know, Fantastic Sam's, although I think they're just cutting. I don't think they do full service. Hell, she'd have been better off having me do it. And I don't know shit about doing hair, but what I do know is that you do not take an entire bucket of what is to your hair protein and fiber. Think muriatic acid, okay? What muriatic acid does for your pool with shocking anything that's alive in it is kind of what using straight bleach that is meant only for regrowth roots. It is not meant to be used like shampoo. That is why her hair looks the way it does. We all understand this. The things that are not quite as clear are, why the hell does she continue to walk around looking like that? Because apparently in hair, like in all educational and or legal matters, she knows nothing and isn't smart enough to take the advice of people who do know. Listen, people, I'm only partially, oh my God, I just sounded like PayPal now. Listen, people. Except I'm much funnier. It truly is. I'm only partially kidding when I tell you that it really is her outward presentation. Hey, Jasmina, how are you? Her outward presentation is, in my opinion, reflective of the inner turmoil. There is not, listen, I said it before, even if for no other reason, to fix that hair, and by fix, I mean shave the shit off and invest in a good wig, or I don't know, even a hat. My God, how about one of these? When you're standing out there in, I mean, come on, you live in Florida, idiot. You are very well aware of what humidity does to your hair. It's the reason mine looks the way it does right now. I'm still another week from the hair appointment. So it's not like I don't know of what I speak. So, Betty, my God, I would think. It's like these are some of the things that tell me she ain't right. I do not know one woman on the face of this earth besides her who would willingly walk around looking like that, knowing, wait, because I'm not finished, knowing. I mean, is she a masochist? What? How do you give people like me and everybody else who cannot stand you? How do you give us that as like a free gift? A gift with purchase. Here you go. Here's your gift with purchase for, when you subscribe to the I Can't Stand Bitch Hole Betty Club. I don't understand that. Let me tell you something. I would get drugged up and down over something that I had the ability and was within my control to fix legally, and I could afford it. You would drag me maybe twice. You damn sure wouldn't drag me every day. So that tells me that that's a little problematic. And even if you can't take it that far, okay, how about this? You claim to be some kind of advocate. You are standing in front of law enforcement. I swear to you, I heard this delusional bitch say in the 3 minutes I listened to, I heard her say, Bullhorn Betty here. Well, we are standing, we, party of one, we, Bullhorn Betty and that other bitch Andra that lives in Bullhorn Betty. Yeah, we are we're out here at the headquarters of, the mothership. Somebody told me the mothership's going to be landing in this parking lot. The little green people are coming back to get me. But I thought before I went with them, well, I'd tell all those dumbasses in there who claim to know something about being an advocate. Well, I'm just here looking like my old, I don't even know. I mean, looking like a whole ass crazy basket of snakes. Like, Betty, you didn't have to wear your fucking neon pink traffic conductor engineer vest, quote, just so they know Bullhorn Betty's here. Your fucking hair gave it away. Every single person walking into work that morning, was doing one of these. Pretend these are sunglasses. Oh, hey, Brenda, how you doing? Did you have a good night? Oh my God, can you believe? Holy shit, it's only Tuesday. Oh yeah. Oh, I made something last night. Oh, Jim, he thought it was my husband, Mike Stevens. He said it was, my God, the best meal I'd made in a week. Oh, really? Yeah. You guys have pizza? Yeah. Oh, the kids had soccer? Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, on another note, who's that fucking nut job standing in front of our building wearing like some neon pink reflective vest with like big reflective tape stripes, who looks like I don't know what's wrong with her hair. Like it's almost like she's wearing a wig that's made of cotton balls, used cotton balls. You guys, what can I tell you? I didn't plan on doing this. I'm pulling this shit out of my ass on the on the fly. I'm improvising. Yeah, Betty. Honey, listen, pink, it's not your color. No color is your color. So, but neon highlighter pink, no, that's really not your color. And you can leave that. Just leave it in your car. Oh, we have a troll. Who's the troll? Oh, 1, 2, 3. I cannot wait. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and let cat out of the bag, and there will be a thumbnail when I leave here. Guess who's going to do a live? We're going to do a live where we're going to react to Betty. Who would your guess be that I'm going to do this watch and react with? Ooh, Texas Tiffany. That's terrible. Oh, girl, I understand that sentiment. Trust me. Trust and believe on that. Oh, yeah. I am so glad that, listen, bitch, me and a whole lot of other people on here that are sick of your shit. We are sick of watching what you do in the name of nothing more than self-enrichment. That's all it is. Betty, you don't care about yourself. Okay? That is so obvious by the looks of you. A person who wants to be taken seriously, well, first of all, they don't have 42 entries into a civil and or criminal court docket. That's number one. Number two, you can't speak and pronounce very easy common words correctly. Your writing skills are atrocious. I have seen thicker skin on an onion. Your obvious physical presentation is an absolute hot mess. And I mean, aside from my funny little spin I try and put on it, but Betty, the most serious person in the world who doesn't have a funny bone in their body, well, much like yourself, they could not argue that you are not a person who should be taken seriously in this pursuit. I mean, I'm not sure I guess you could be taken seriously in the pursuit of how to have 42 entries in the criminal docket, but somehow you haven't quite picked the one that is going to cause you to no longer be a menace to society. How everyone is wise to what you're doing, okay? And I've said it several times, there are two sides in this whole shit show. We're at the point now where I don't even know that there is a middle ground. If there is, it's a very small percentage that reside in that place. Because to me, you're either on the right side or the wrong side. You either are against inserting yourself into things that you don't know anything about. You can't figure out how to appear like a whole put together person. I promise you, I could show a very short clip of her to 10 people that do not know her, don't know a thing about her, don't know anything about me and my position on her. And I mean, I'm not going to speak in 100% absolutes because that would be ridiculous. But I'm going to say 8 out of 10 of those people would know that they are not. Nobody would say, let's just do it this way. If you had to guess what that woman does for work, what would it be? Oh, attorney? Foster parents? Guardian ad litem? Paralegal? Does she work at one of the windows of the courthouse? In the clerk of the court's office? In the tax assessor's office? Is she an adoptive parent? Does she own a daycare center? There's a good question for you. Do you think, I don't know anything about how daycares are licensed, but I would hope that the screening process and application process, I would hope that it is quite rigorous. I do not think she could ever qualify. Although, hell, this is a government, so who the hell knows? But oh yes, that's another one. Is she a political strategist? Oh, is she a victims' rights advocate or an advocate for children? No? Oh, okay. Oh, ooh, night owl. I could see that. Bikers. Usually bikers have better taste though. Ooh, seamstress model. Oh, you mean like a dress form? No, not. Oh, Don K. Yes, I could go with that one. Professional heckler. God, at least that would make me feel a little. Oh God. Oh, so I didn't see. Did y'all guess who the collab was going to be with? We're collabing. We're actually friends who are going to collaborate. Oh, hey, laugh at me, Lily. Oh my God. Now finally we get a damn suggestion of what somebody could look at her picture and say, ding, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner. Carney folk, yes. Unemployed bounty hunter, woohoo, yes. Well, hell, if Ernie Shell can do it, God, I guess Betty could. Tuesday? No. Not Miss Savage. Although I would love to do that. You know, I go up there and make a nuisance of myself on her panel. Well, y'all, you know what I told this person the other day? I said, well, my goodness, this was funny. This is why you don't try and multitask on 2 different devices. Or you're on the same device, but you're in 2 different platforms. I may or may not have been in. I haven't seen it yet. But I'm gonna tell you in a minute. But I love all the guesses. I see Queen Bee, burnt toast. Ah, yes, I am. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Yes. Crimes in Fashion and Heels in the Air are going to, we're going to do our part to put another burr under the saddle of Betty's ass. Yes, tomorrow I'm not sure did we say, I think we said 7. I'm going to do the thumbnail when I leave here, but yes, me and Heels in the Air. Oh, Texas Tiffany, what I did, I was in Queen Bee's chat and was I on? I don't think I had 2 different devices. No, I was going between her chat and then the text. And Heels was up on panel and I said, the message that was meant for Heels in the Air, I put in the chat. And that said, well, I guess you and I have started our panel hoe career at the same time. Because I did it just, well, maybe a week ahead of her, but it was just funny because you always hear people getting called panel hoes when they, Oh, so yes, I think that'll be fun. What's a DMZ, the demilitarized zone? Yeah, so that's going to be good. And yes, we are going to talk about Betty. And I'm not going to tell you what we're going to talk about, but just know it's Betty. Yeah, so I have definitely heard from multiple people today that this whole place is losing their damn mind, especially her. And Laura, I guess Laura is pissed. Now listen, I don't listen to her. The only thing I know about her are things I've seen on the clips. I can't stand the sound of her voice. And I've seen enough of her to know that she's a sanctimonious, holier than thou. She thinks she's the fucking bee's knees. Ooh, I get it. I've known a million of her. She, she pontificates from, but that in and of itself is not, just because just because the sound of your voice sets my teeth on edge, that's not enough for me to, I've never talked about her really at all. Because I don't, much like what was back when it was a simpler time, a better time, before I knew anything about Molly Golightly. Now I know more than, still far less than most of you, but nonetheless more than I ever wanted to know. So Laura, it's not, I would not speak on someone just because I can't stand the sound of your voice and I think you're a bitch. I mean, there's tons of bitches rolling around this place. Hell, maybe I'm one of them. I don't know. I don't. Unlike most of these, D-bags, I am very self-aware. I could come up with many reasons why someone would not like me. I don't think they can do that, which is why they, number one, are so busy being not bothered by being not bothered. They're not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. They're so bothered. We're all human and everybody has ways that they deal with, other people's thoughts on them. It really helps to be in an let's see, I'm trying to put this delicately. Well, it helps to be in a platform where, let's face it, we're not rolling around in the halls of, the hallowed halls of Harvard or Princeton. That is not to say that there are not many, 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 many brilliant people on here. There are. They're just probably not in true crime. Listen, we've gotten to the place where unfortunately there's not a whole lot of distinction between crime and true crime. That is not to say there are not some very serious true crime creators. There absolutely are. There's just not that many that we talk about. So all of that was to say that damn, that was weird. It was like an ice chip. It's like almost a strange. So yeah, she apparently, now this I will talk about because I'm sorry, this is straight up fucking insane. This is some crazy shit. And had I not heard it with my own ears, I would be like, what? And actually, I will tell you, I had heard this rumor quite a while back, several months. I couldn't tell you where I heard it, but I did hear it, along with another really weird. There's two things that I have heard about her. Both were like, what? And that I'm only going to mention one of them in the context. I'm only going to speak on the one that I have heard with my own ears. The other one, I'm only going to tell you what it is. I am not going to opine on it. And I take it back. I've heard 3 things about her. And if anybody in the chat knows, you let me know. I'm not going to, there's only one of the 3 that I'm actually going to speak about because I heard it. She's got a very distinct voice. So I know it was her speaking. So it's coming out of her mouth. That's the only thing I'm going to comment on. But the other 2 things that I heard about her were that she formerly was a heavier girl, and that she's had a little procedure to help with that. And hey, millions upon millions of people do that. The other thing was that she put a padlock on her refrigerator. Those 2 things, while I've been told by multiple people that yes, those are indeed true, I am not going to speak on them because while I certainly believe the people that told me that, I haven't heard it with my own ears, so I don't roll that way. I'm not going to speak on it, but I certainly believe it. But here's the one that I have heard with my own ears. I have a clip from Ask Your Bartender. Do we want to hear it? See, I'm not sure under fair use, because I've never done this before. I've never played someone else's video. And obviously, trust me, it's less than 2 minutes. I assure you, I could make it take an hour. I could talk for an hour of pause, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. No problem. So I'm not concerned about that part. And obviously, I would be giving. Are you shitting me, Luigi? I'm not going to say it out loud because for the reason I just said, I don't want to put that out there, but I believe it. That is insane. The only, I'm not even going to say what it would take for me to have to go there to have something. I mean, and I can only think of one reason that people go, well, actually, maybe two. And one has to do with legality and the other has to do with money. So, how does that, I mean, it's less than 2-minute clip and it's not her content. It's Ask Your Bartender's content playing her. Well, I can imagine what it is that you enjoy there in that part of the world after you know, just based on something you told me. Along with, you know, all the other lovely things that are there. Oh my God. Yeah, Luigi, I agree. Oh, laugh at me, Lily. I think you should apologize to said doppelganger that you just insulted. So, let's see. I have it. Hold on. I have it in my in my history. Please hold while I look for that. Okay, there we go. We got that. Well, you know what? We're going to listen to another clip in a minute. And I had every intention of using that one. However, I was listening to Queen Bee before I came in here, and I know that some shit has popped off this afternoon. And there's some people that are losing their ever-loving minds right now. Everybody's just all verklempt about a whole lot of things. And she's one of them. And I'm sure she would love nothing more than to, you know, retaliate. Although truthfully, I don't know how she could, but listen, I don't need that stupid video to comment on it. Everybody heard it. Man, I'll tell you what, you are one. I can tell you this. Whatever your little experiment was you were doing by, you know, testing your boyfriend. I think you said at that time he'd been your boyfriend about a year. Well, I don't know. Do you think you were, 365 days too fucking late? Like, I mean, honest to God, that's like some next level dumbass. And to say that your 4-year-old, I mean, are you for real right now? I mean, did you go to the fucking Bullhorn Betty School of Parenting? To say that your 4-year-old was flirty. I mean, do you know how vile that sounds to a normal person? And I can assure you, I'm 100% normal. I am not your typical garden variety cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs fucking YouTuber who thinks this is the real world and thinks they're going to be famous on YouTube. No, they're not. You're not. Very few people. Oh, I forgot another thing I heard about her was the really shitty thing. That's why I don't like you. You're a bitch. You're a rude, nasty bitch. Yeah, the thing about putting the dead kids on the candles and how I don't need permission. They're dead. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, for someone who likes to think, and I don't have to, just the little bit I've been exposed to you, I can very much tell that you are someone who likes to think that you're up here. You're above the fray. You're above all the little YouTubers down there because I don't know, maybe you have money, had money at some point, married money at some point. I don't know. I don't give a shit. You're nobody to me. You're just another idiot out here. But you definitely come across like you're holier than thou. Well, I can tell you what. I don't have a friend in 53 years of being on this planet who would ever say that their 4-year-old, how did she put it? Was a flirty? Is that what she said? That is I'll tell you what, that is one of the most foul things. And lean in the words of Savage. You, like your friend Molly, to make a statement like that is classless. Okay. So you go ahead and tell yourself that, you're a higher class than the other tragedy pimps. Not from where I'm sitting. And to like, is something like, are you missing something? Because how did you not know? I mean, we all say things that we regret, but I'm sorry, I've never said something like that I regret. No. Maybe something, well, like an example, I don't know you very well. So, maybe if I got to know you, which I won't, but if I did, something possibly I would regret saying was, oh, well, she was a sanctimonious stuck-up bitch who, from where I'm sitting, doesn't seem to be anywhere near as smart as she thinks she is. You're if I were to believe what many, many, many people say, you're guilty of a lot of the things. Let's just say that if I believe it, and I do, as far as the tactics that you employ when somebody pisses you off, as far as maybe going real life, like all these dirtbags like to do when they get in their feels about something and they want to abuse the the government agencies that are already overtaxed, underfunded, understaffed, all over some stupid YouTube shit. And let me tell you something, Laura, I don't know if you've had CPS called on you. I certainly hope not. I don't roll that way. Like when I like to say when I push the big orange rectangle at the top of the screen, it's done. It's a wrap. I walk out of this room and I go live my life until I find myself back in this seat again. I don't lose sleep over you people. I don't care about you people. I just point out what should be obvious for anyone to see that has a functioning intellect. And I personally have never known a mother who would ever say such a thing as she was real flirty and liked to shake her ass. I'm not a child psychologist, but I couldn't even begin to formulate what would be a 4-year-old being flirty. I don't know what that is. And while I completely understand wanting to be careful as a single mother, as of course, but if this man had been in your life for a year, well, like I said, you were 365 days late with that thought. It's just, I don't get it, truly. And even more troubling is the fact that you would sit on YouTube and tell people that, like, well, gee, I'm sure you get it now. You certainly, I would think, would agree now that that probably wasn't not a good thing to have done. And I'm sorry, I just don't view that as, oh, an online degree. What, University of Phoenix, something like that? Yeah. Oh, so listen, we all have degrees. Well, no, I shouldn't say we all have degrees, but I've known tons of people who have degrees who are, having a degree that just means you have a certain level of intellect. And I don't know what she has or doesn't have, because I don't listen to her because I can't stand the sound of her voice. And I think she's annoying as hell because she's a sanctimonious bitch. But other than that, I have never spoken about her. I mean, I might have said a question in passing when discussing someone else, but she comes up by someone in the chat or whatever. Oh God, Luigi, I was actually kidding. Well, I'm pretty sure I could get a doctorate from there. Yeah, so wow. I mean, I was blown away. And then she wants to get pissed at people for discussing it. Well, I don't know. Do you think people are discussing it because it's fucking insane that a mother would say that about her own child? And I tell you what, I was a single mom at one time. I can tell you this. There was no man. I don't give a damn how long I have been dating someone. No man was bathing my child. Now, she said that her child was sick and the boyfriend put the kid in the tub. I'm going to go ahead and extend to her the benefit of the doubt, and what I did not hear, and I don't know if it was said when she originally spoke about it, and I'm just going to go ahead and assume that he put the child in the tub with her bathing suit on or something like that. But yeah, that would have never happened. Ever, 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 ever. Period. End of story. And I just think it's very unfortunate that all these people, like, they just can't allow their kids to have, I don't know, why would you, my God, why would you discuss your children in this shithole? I mean, all the disgusting things that happen in this place. and you want to like speak on your children to these vultures. I don't know. I mean, very unscrupulous mofos. For rumors to be believed, you're one of these people who likes to call CPS. And I believe, if I'm correct, has been the victim of that kind of thing. And I don't have to like her to say, if that was done to her and it was unfounded, which of course I'm assuming it was, my God. Well, that is horrible, and no one should ever do that. Hey, Queen Ashley. Whether it's her or anyone, I mean, I'm not like these people. I don't talk out of two sides of my mouth. I would defend anyone who had that done to them, where it was a baseless, retaliatory thing. I would defend fucking Betty. I would defend Laura and any of the rest of them. And yes, I know Betty doesn't have any kids. God really knows what he's doing. That's what they say. So, I don't know. I mean, I see Laura, the little bit that I have heard, I view her as like a Mallory. Very much like, I think she's very interested in, making it, whatever that means. I mean, that's a relative term, but I think she's very much into the YouTube. I think, what? Okay, I'm coming. Give me just a minute. I think, just the sound bites I've heard from her griping about, how hard she works on her channel, and this one and that one and the other one does this, that, and the other and the third. I get it. And, maybe that's the gospel truth. But I just get PayPal Mal vibes from her. I do. Like she's so much. It's everybody else. They're all just too blind and dumb to see what she brings to the table. And I don't know, maybe she does. This is in my life. Like, I got a life outside of here. There is not one person or one thing in here I would sacrifice any part of my personal life for, period. End of story. Because guess what? I'm very well grounded. And, some people think I'm smart. And I may not know the statistical probability of becoming famous from YouTube, but I know that the PewDiePies and the Mr. Beast and, the Jeffree Stars, etc., those are astronomical odds. And all of those people have something about them that very much connected with people. I see that in, well, who she reminds me of? Oh my God. And interestingly enough, it's another Laura. Care to take a guess, anyone? This was somebody who was, oh my goodness, very prominent in media in, let's say, late 90s, early 2000s. No idea what this person is doing now, but my goodness, they were a media sensation for quite a few years. Had a radio program. Also named Laura. Also no, she didn't have an annoying accent. She was just an annoying bitch. A sanctimonious annoying bitch. Anyone ever heard of Dr. Laura? Dr. Laura Schlesinger, I am my kid's mom. Oh, yes, miss, I am my kid's mom. Oh, now she definitely wouldn't have had her boyfriend. She wouldn't have been testing him with, I'm not even going to say it. It's just vile, foul, disgusting. Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Dr. Laura. Yeah, Dr. Laura. Very sanctimonious. She knew what was she knew what was good for everybody else. Now, I don't know why did she disappear? I think there was a scandal connected to her. Nothing major, not in the scope of what we think of as, oh my God, Kim Commando. Holy shit, I forgot about that one. Laura Schlesinger, I am my kid's mom. Yeah, she was one of those that, like, well, you didn't have hate watching, but you had hate listening. And I remember that I would be in my car most days when she was on, commuting back and forth to work. And yeah, she was like the only thing that was on. I mean, this is back in the day. There was no podcast. You either listened to the radio or there was AM radio, talk radio, and that's what I listened to. Oh yeah, Dr. Laura. She kind of reminds me of her. So, well, you guys, I have a little dog who really would like me to take him out. And the only other thing that we were going to do, the only other thing I was going to talk about was, Molly Golightly showing the world what a class act she is yet again with her Perrier Jouet champagne bottle. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If not, I was going to, let me see. Oh, and yes, Molly sleep streaming. Now, there you go. How is that? The delusion is real, okay? She is under the impression that she is so important that people will watch her sleep. Molly, are you sleeping on fret sheets? You know, all rich bitches know what those are. Yeah, fret is like, very luxurious Egyptian cotton, very high thread count sheets. Bedding. Yeah. And boy, she really is. I've heard her describe the last couple days as just lost and sad. And I am definitely getting that vibe. Just, whatever I see on the clips. But, she's another one. She's a pig. Okay. I hate to say that about another woman, but she is a pig. She is an absolute straight up pig. I have never known a woman who is that, man, you are classless, foul. She's a pig. I mean, how do you, see, this could really get me going, because for a mother to have a child who is still in school, and it's bad enough to do this as a mother. I don't give a shit if your kid is collecting Social Security. That's not the point. It's made worse by the fact that you've got a child in school. And for all you idiots out there who want to act like, my kids don't watch me on YouTube. Their friends don't know I have a YouTube channel. You are full of shit and you are delusional. They absolutely do. And to say the things that come out of that filthy pig's mouth while you have got a child in school. I mean, my understanding is her whole town knows about her. Which I could believe. You don't think that the kids in school know about her? You bet your ass they do. And all it would take is for one kid to know about her son's mom. And if he's not her son's best friend, who, would not be interested in hurting his friend, that's all it would take. One person who said, "Oh my God, have you ever seen, I don't even know her kid's name. I don't want to know his name. She only has one as far as I know. So he'll just be referred to as her child. I don't want anything to do with anybody else's kids. I don't want anybody's kids' names. I don't talk on people's kids, except in the most general, vague terms. This is not about her son. This is about in general. I mean, one kid. Oh my God. Have you seen Joe Blow's mom? Did you know that his mom has a YouTube channel? Have you seen her? Holy shit, dude. She's got tits the size of basketballs that hang down past her navel. She's simulating, well, there's just really not any nice way to put it. See, I'm not a pig and I don't speak like that. So let me see who. It's a really short clip and I'm not sure who. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Tragic T. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? We don't need any sound for this. Look at that. Aren't we lucky? Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm just going to play this real quick with no sound. Credit to Tragic T. I will put the link in the description. Oops. Oh, I guess it would help if I hit the play button. Enjoy. Oh God, is this the wrong one? It is. God damn it. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, no, it isn't. Damn it. Okay. Sorry. Now, wouldn't you want your mom doing that? Of course, there's her filthy mouth to go with it. Although I don't think in this clip she was being too offensive. She, honest to God, she is an absolute pig. She's just a pig with a filthy, foul mouth. And any man who is cool with his wife doing shit like this, when they have a child together who is in school, in what is some of the hardest years to be in school. I mean, I can tell you this. I'm not married to a international man of mystery or an international banker, but I am married to a doctor. And even though, well, I can just tell you this. If I had ever said or done anything of the kind when we had a child that was school age, and I'm talking until that child walked off the stage with the diploma in the hand, that would have happened one time, and my YouTube career would have been done if I couldn't figure out what was and was not appropriate. That's why I tend to think he either, one, doesn't give a shit what she does because he doesn't care about her, but he should very much, whether those two have a great marriage or no marriage, nothing that resembles a normal marriage, whatever that answer is has no bearing on the fact that your child is your child, and your insatiable thirst for attention, and you are well past the point of realizing your dream of D-list fame or A-list or F-list or any other kind of list, unless you get into the reality TV realm. I mean, why are you fucking around on this little tiny part of YouTube? Because this is like 0.5% of all of YouTube. But be all that as it may, it is very sad that, at least for the sake of that child, her husband didn't get control of her. And I don't know, maybe if the voice of reason had said, honey, listen, XYZ, ABC, all the way through to Z. Now we're going on A to the second power, B to the second power, C to the second power, and on and on and on it goes. Maybe all that's not a good idea. It's honey, can you just wait until our kid is out of the house? I mean, I just think it is so sickening, and it just goes against every part of what a parent is supposed to do. And there are plenty of people who have wildly successful YouTube and or social media careers that do not behave like that. You don't have to behave like that. I mean, it is sad because I agree with something I heard someone else say earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, just about the fact that she can be funny. She really can be. There have been times she's made me laugh, but I don't know. Don't care. I mean, and yeah, we're still talking about her because she's still trying to, she's still got her minions out here trying to, carry the message. It's like, what is she? It's like she's been ousted from, North Korea, and she's made it. Oh, she's made it over the DMZ into South Korea. And, she's still trying to communicate with her people in, Kim Jong-un land. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this one because I got a dog that wants to go to the bathroom. My sciatic nerve is killing me, and I'm hungry. So tomorrow, I think we're doing it at 7:00 is what we said. I'm going to do the thumbnail when I leave here, heels in the air, and I are going to do a watch and react. And I think you're going to like it. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. This has been Crimes and Fashion, along with Fashionistas, Felons, and Fruit Loops, where we talk about some very bad, ignorant ass oftentimes poorly dressed, and usually mean/crazy AF people. I mean, dressed to kill. Oh, Dis-I-Am, thank you so much. And before I sign off, if I send you that email, do you think you can compress it? Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm coming, I promise. Oh, Dis-I-Am, should I send it to you? The intro? If you think you can. Oh, God, I don't know if you can actually. Oh, okay. I'll try. And please don't go crazy trying to figure it out. All right, everybody. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.